Assalamualaikum and hello guys. Now, before we start our video presentation about the role and effect of honesty, trustworthiness, justice and excellence in business and finance, I would like to give you some introduction about it. Nowadays, many types of business are aligned with the Sharia concept. So, every company that has been masked into a few characters like our Prophet Muhammad do, and its follow Sunnah. In Islamic society, business and trade are the social responsibility which is far from kifayah. It is also a part of the general demand to trust each other and cooperate in our life. It seems to go by finance. Finance is also equivalent to business because it contains the same concept that Sidq, Amanah, and Ihsan. These four main points have guided us to be successful entrepreneurs. Apart from that, these four main points are also essential to make our business and finance activities smooth and avoid from any prohibition. So the following video will explain to you the role and effect of Sidq, Amanah, and Ihsan that could change our life if we practice them in our daily transaction and also business activity.
Sidq means honest or truthful. Honor is a key characteristic of a business because it sets the tone for the kind of a culture that you want to create, provide consistency in workplace behavior, and builds loyalty and trust in customers and prospects. It is important to everyone to implement honest or truthful in business or finance. Besides, it builds trust with your customer because loyalty and trust are the key method for the honesty. For example, Bank Rakyat use this method in finance, which is reflect truthfulness and fair dealings. With this method, it leads them toward achieving their vision, which is Bank Rakyat Your Choice Bank.
Let's continue this presentation with how trustworthiness or amanah play a crucial role in business and finance as well. In generally, trustworthiness can be defined as the quality of a person or a thing that inspire reliability. In business or finance, being trustworthy means that people in your organization behave ethically because it is the right thing to do. To give a strong evidence, before the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ become a messenger, he is such a tremendous businessman and being partnership with his wife named Siti Khadijah. First and foremost, it able to avoid from misunderstanding in communication between sellers and consumers. It means an entrepreneur need to think harder before speak and listen what is said and how it's said. In corruption, especially in business organization. Corruption is bad for causing severe financial and reputational risk. Anti-corruption agencies need to take their responsibility about this issue. Therefore, it can create trustworthiness between manager and employees, as well as seller and buyers. Third, being trustworthy is a sign of the perfection of faith. For example, if a man who has the character of trust and being responsibility, he doesn't have one of the hypocrite characteristic. A piece of word on the hadith of the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ say, when he makes a pledge, he betray it. Last but not least, these attributes is able to encourage person to have a healthy competition, especially among Muslim and non-Muslim.
Business in Islam is not only aimed at gaining worldly profits, but also want to achieve benefit in the hereafter. Giving equal space to all parties who have the right to obtain traded goods or service is one of the effects of justice. For example, to avoid cronyism and discrimination in business. Furthermore, the effect of justice is also to follow the rules and principles in business contract in order to avoid factors that could harm or cancel the contract. It is because transactions that fail to meet the fair criteria contain an unjust component. Other than that, the effect of justice is also to be able to ensure that the satisfaction of the parties who are contracted, avoid dispute, avoid transactions that do not satisfy any party, for business stability and blessing.
Ihsan is an Arabic term meaning to do beautiful things, beautification, perfection, or excellence. Ihsan is a matter of taking one's inner faith and showing it in both deed and action, a sense of social responsibility born from religious convictions. In Islam, Ihsan is the Muslim responsibility to obtain perfection or excellence in worship, such that Muslims try to worship God as if they see Him. And although they cannot see Him, they undoubtedly believe that He is constantly watching over them. That definition comes from the hadith of Gabriel in which Muhammad states, "It is to worship God as though you see Him, and if you cannot see Him, then indeed He sees you." According to Muhammad hadith, God has written Ihsan on everything. Ihsan in business and finance refers to the best performance of a person who is never satisfied with anything other than the highest quality. According to Imam Al-Ghazali, Ibn al-Munkadir narrated, he have a few pieces of clothes. Some of them are 5 dirham, while some of them are 10 dirhams. When he was not at his shop, his workers sold a piece of clothes for 10 dirham, which he quickly went to find the buyer back. Ibn al-Munkadir gave the man 3 choices, which is take the clothes with 10 dirham, or take the balance 5 dirham, or return the clothes and take back his money. Ibn al-Munkadir worker was not satisfied with this, as he said that he already made deal with the buyer. Hearing the choices, the customer asked for his balance dirham. Ibn al-Munkadir gave back the man's 5 dirham and sold the clothes with only 5 dirham. Ihsan have high value in business other than fair and honest. It is the willingness of sellers to accept small profit even though it seems not profitable. Sayyidina Ali said, "Dear all, do the right thing and you will be safe. Do not push away small profit. If you did not take it, you will not obtain bigger profit." Here, we can see that Ihsan is also one of the most important things when we are doing business. It is hoped that Ihsan could be practiced in every person to obtain blessing by Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala.
So this conclusion brings me to end our presentation. Now I can conclude what we get from this presentation is we can easily to distinguish these 4 main points, which is Sidq, Amanah, and Ihsan is important for us to apply in the business. Apart from that, we can conclude that these 4 main points have their own meaning, role and effect in our daily life that makes it different. The highlight on this presentation is want to teach us why these 4 concepts are important to apply in our business activity. So, thank you for your time and attention, and we will end our presentation here.